got water. Got a little glass of whiskey. And I have a cookie. I baked 24 of these yesterday. And I ate, 6 of them, and Sam says I have to take the rest to work tomorrow to give to my coworkers because I can't eat 24 cookies. That is what we like to call an opinion. Cole said, can we get longer form commentary? I think he missed the part where I said that I have 20 minutes. Today, I have about 3. You may have seen the Tonga's volcanic eruption that happened in the middle of the ocean the other day. So this was an underwater volcano that happened Saturday evening in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. And this plume cloud that you see, the circumference is the size of Germany. There were reports that it was heard in New Zealand, which, if we go to Google Maps, 1,300 miles away, is roughly the equivalence of hearing it from if the explosion had happened on the tip of Florida in the Keys, you would hear it all the way up in North Dakota. That's about a 1,300 mile difference. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I am definitely going to test that shampoo theory. What I've decided, I had this idea very appropriately in the shower, that I'm going to get travel size shampoo and body wash bottles so I can get a lot of different brands without spending an obscene amount of money on body wash and bottles that I'll never use. And I'm going to do a smell test. I might possibly do that tomorrow. I've been a little bit out of the groove. I have massive camera buying itis right now. I have an incredible desire to buy a new camera, and I'll tell you why. Like I said, I had somewhat of a stress meltdown, I guess if you will. Not like anything dramatic. I didn't go, streaking through the neighborhood naked or burn a car, flip a cop car or anything like that. I just realized that I'm so stone locked, right? This is not anything new. I've talked about it a million times. But instead of trying to fit all the editing into 1 hour of my day or, one section of my day, I decided that I needed to edit on my phone more. But unfortunately, to edit on my phone, because, I can just like you're playing an app game, Angry Birds or something, and you're sitting on the toilet, I can be editing small chunks of video. So that was sort of my plan, is rather than trying to do all my editing at the end of the day, I'll just sort of film, edit throughout the day. Unfortunately, in order for me to edit on my phone, as of with the equipment I have available to me right now, that footage has to come from my phone. I have to film with my phone. And sometimes I'm cool with that, but there's a lot of really small nuanced reasons why I don't like to film with my phone. I'd much rather film with a camera like this. Unfortunately, and I have ways to get photos and things off of, I have a card reader for my phone. However, certain file formats don't work with an iPhone, which is what I have. Specifically, anything that isn't AVC HD. But Sony doesn't really have the compatible codec for that, so I would have to buy something that's like a Canon. So long story short, I'd have to buy a new camera. And as much as I love that idea, because I love acquiring new pieces of equipment, I also take a little bit of fall damage every time I buy new equipment because I have so much of it. The only camera that I have in my possession right now that can do something like that is this one, which is a super cheap, like a $90 digital. It says 2.7K, but don't listen to it. This is the only camera I have. So anyway, so that's sort of this weird dilemma that I have. I have a lot more that I can push in terms of utilizing my phone, but frankly, I don't know how to describe it, but you can't do time lapses easily. It's hard to motivate yourself doing a time lapse because you're like, oh, I'll set up a 30-minute time lapse of clouds and that'll be a shot. Great idea. Well, now I don't have a phone for 30 minutes. If I want to if I want to film in the car, now my music cuts out. I know this all sounds really, really like juvenile reasons to not use your phone, but I'm telling you, when you do filming day in and day out, it adds up. It adds up for sure. Okay, that's enough of me rambling. Cole, was this long enough for you? I'll be back with more tomorrow. I actually have kind of a redemption arc plan that I'm working on, but it's going to take some time. So, one step at a time. Yeah.